Hi, I'm Joe Sondow, and I drink a lot of bottled water. There's a lot of waste involved in that, and I was thinking recently, should I be drinking water out of a jug like this that's a gallon, or should I be drinking it from these little small bottles? Intuitively, I assume that it's better to drink it from a jug because there's probably less plastic involved than if I drink it out of this where there's all these little bottles with lots more surface area. But I was wondering, is that true? So I realized that I could measure the amount of plastic that I'm going to recycle from drinking this much water using this container or the same amount of water using these little containers. Now I want to emphasize that I haven't done this yet, so I am assuming that my hypothesis might be correct, that the larger jug of water is a better bet. But I'd like to try on camera to figure out the truth. First, we have to figure out how many small bottles it takes to equal one large bottle. The large bottle is 1 gallon, or 3.78 liters. The small bottles are 500 milliliters. So that math tells us that we need between 7 and 8 of these to equal 1 of these. Now all we have to do is weigh one big bottle and 7 or 8 little bottles and see what the difference is. First, I'm going to zero out my scale to the weight of this container, spin the dial in the back until the needle rests at exactly 0. Then I'll just crush 7 of these. And record the result. 7 of these weighs about 80 grams. 8 of these weighs about 92 grams. Now with the weight still zeroed out to the weight of the container, just have to weigh this large jug with the cap, and we see the result is closer to 60 grams. So it's not a gigantic difference, but it's enough that whether you use 7 or 8 of the little ones, the larger container is still a noticeable amount less plastic to consume the same amount of water, which is 500 milliliters. So that's the result. The larger water bottle produces approximately 1/3 less plastic than the smaller water bottles, give or take. That's roughly what I expected. I am a little disappointed that it's not more of a difference. What this tells me is that drinking from larger jugs doesn't really save that much plastic. It does save some. It's definitely better than the small bottles, but really drinking water out of disposable bottles is not a sustainable way to drink water. I am thinking of getting one of those filters that you put on your sink to make it potable right out of the faucet the way it was back in the day. But until I have one of those installed, it's good to know that the larger bottles do produce somewhat less waste than the smaller ones. So that's my science for the day. Thanks for watching.